I'm going to go back to pointing fingers about who's the most wrong amongst us. Does not help. When NIC's accreditation is pulled, listen, when NIC's accreditation is pulled, nobody cares who's most at fault. We've already lost accreditation. The damage has been done.
The next agenda item on the April 24th emergency meeting of the North Idaho College Trustees was the acceptance of the Macomber Report. A link is provided below if you really want to torture yourself. The report is devoid of facts and heavy on speculation and conjecture. The language also shows that Macomber has an incredible chip on his shoulder as he blames anyone he can find for the report's shortcomings. What's more bizarre is that he frequently cites the absence of facts as being facts themselves. The entire report is obnoxious drivel that makes even Brent Reagan's logic-numbing screeds in the Coeur d'Alene press seem somehow coherent. Macomber created this report on the public dime. Whether it's useful or not, he got paid. CDA press reporter Kay Thornborough estimates that Art made a minimum of $19,000 taxpayer money for producing this bogus report. It's money that Macomber keeps whether the judge throws the report out or not, which I believe won't be just thrown out, it's going to be laughed out. No one outside the KCRCC Brent Regan cult will give any credence to this sham report. Here are just some of the highlights. These tidbits aren't that difficult to find as the report is peppered with them, like finding white nationalists at a Central Committee meeting. However, if this is true, his speculation about possible election results would serve to point out that his constituency in acting was not the voters of Kootenai County, but other unknown parties. What does that even mean? I'd enjoy seeing a high school debate student rip apart that illogical statement. North Idaho College can't benefit from the withheld information. Therefore, if any action taken by the Board of Trustees based upon this report is found later to be in error due to lack of information, purposefully withheld by those 5 parties, the public should understand that the blame for needless costs and delays must lie at the feet of those persons. Translation: the dog ate my homework. The author does not know whether that call was made or, if it was made, what was discussed. So why bring it up, let alone list it as a fact? I mean, seriously, Art, what is the taxpayer giving you $350 an hour to do? Seriously? The author found no confirming email or other writing related to the discussion or agreements that may have occurred in such a telephone call. Hey, Art, absence of evidence isn't evidence. No wonder it took this bozo 5 times to pass the bar. In this author's view, the documents give no direct evidence of Dr. Swain being directly compensated in his position as secretary of the North Idaho College Foundation. Objection, hearsay. I don't know why the evil trustees and the KCRCC are obsessed with the North Idaho College Foundation. Perhaps it's the huge endowment they manage and Regan's flying monkeys want their hands on all that cash. I don't know. In fact, what I just said about the motivation is exactly what would qualify as a fact in Macomber's bogus report. I don't really have any highlights from the meeting for this because most of the time spent discussing this report was when and how it would be released. It was a grotesque example of board micromanagement that could have been easily handled by simply directing the president to make it public, period. That's all they needed to do. But no, these guys are micromanaging idiots, so they persisted for 15 minutes discussing how and when to release the report. It was an embarrassing example of incompetency of the board. Now, there's one more item on the April 24th meeting that I'm going to get to before I explain what happened at the April 26th meeting and Macomber's firing. But still, the final item on the April 24th meeting is probably the reason why they're going to lose accreditation and why they're going to get bitch-slapped next Tuesday when Judge Meyer goes ahead and finds them in contempt. Stay tuned.